Hello, and thank you for joining us on our blog on Good Friday here today. Today I want to share with you something that sounds a little odd, I think, for Good Friday, but I think you'll see where I'm going with this. One of the best basketball players of all time is Larry Bird, and he's also known as Larry Legend. And one thing that made Larry Bird so good, I mean, he was just a genius basketball player. He did things on the court that you didn't think that people would even know existed. I mean, he would find people on passes that I don't know how he knew they were there, or he would just, and then the other thing about him is that he was just clutch when the game was on the line. He's the guy that you wanted the ball in his hands. And so Larry Legend was just fantastic. And one of my favorite Larry Bird stories is where it was in a game, they were down by 2, and they had the chance at the last second shot to either tie or win the game. And so they were in the huddle, they came up to play, and then Larry Bird came out on the floor and told the defender guarding him, he said, look, here's what's going to happen. There's going to be a screen, and I'm going to come off the screen right here, and then I'm going to bury the 3 right at the wing to win the game. And you know what was amazing? That's exactly how it happened. He said what was going to happen, and then he just went out and did it. And that is just fantastic. It just shows just how awesome that Larry Bird was. And so, you know, Jesus did the same thing. You know, as we think about Good Friday and we think about Easter Sunday, Jesus did the same thing. He said what was going to happen, and they went in and did it. And so it says here in Mark chapter 10, verses 33 and 34, he says, listen, he said, we're going up to Jerusalem where the Son of Man will be betrayed to the leading priests and the teachers of religious law. They will sentence him to die and hand him over to the Romans. They will mock him, spit on him, flog him with a whip, and kill him. But after 3 days, he will rise again. And so you see Jesus doing a Larry Bird here. He said what was going to happen and then went in and did it. And to me, this shows us 2 things about Jesus. First of all, he's in control of the whole situation. The very idea that he could just know exactly what's going to happen and go in and do exactly that just shows his power. It just shows that he is in control of all things. And I think the other thing that it shows his love. Because if he knew exactly what was going to happen and he had control over everything that was going to happen, he chose to suffer and die for us, knowing full well exactly what it was going to be like. And so, you know, that's why I think Jesus is just so amazing, that it shows not the fact that he called his own shot like Larry Bird did is so amazing, that because he was in complete control of the situation, and it just showed how much he loved us. And so today, what I want to end with today is I have 2 songs down below. These are just 2 of my favorite songs for Easter, and I just wanted to include them with today's video. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, a fantastic day, and just remember to celebrate that Christ is risen.